We, the jury, find as follows. As to count 1, we find the defendant guilty of aggravated child abuse as charged in the information. As to count 2, we find the defendant guilty of false imprisonment as charged in the information. As to count 3, we find the defendant guilty of neglect of a child as charged in the information.
Timothy Ferriter found guilty. What did he do? He locked his son, his adopted son, in this box inside the garage. That's what he did. He had it built. You can only lock it from the outside, not the inside. You lock it from the outside. So you lock him in the box in the garage in Florida and give him no control over the air conditioning. You give him a bucket instead of a bathroom. You put a camera in there so you can keep your eye on him. Now he had, they made their arguments. He didn't testify, but 5 years. Got 5 years for it. But he's not the only one being charged with this. His wife, Tracy, as well. Her trial is coming up. And Tracy was at Tim's trial and was there the moment that they were playing one of the videos from the camera that they put in there. Now, we couldn't show the video, but you can hear it. And in it, you hear her listening as she's yelling at their adopted son. Let's take a listen and a look at her.
What do you need? Do you have pajamas? Are those them right there? Do you hear me? Oh, here we go. Back to this where you can't talk. You're a middle school boy. You want to do all these things. You want to do chess. You want to do things. But you can't talk because you got caught being dishonest. Okay. Well, that's fine. Guess I'll just keep giving you more chances. Every day, a new chance for even though doesn't care, he doesn't want to be nice to anyone. Oh, let's let do this. Oh, let's let me bring some food because I think he's gonna have a good night. Oh, let me do everything for okay. Oh, can't talk because he got in trouble because he got caught. It's like, give me a break. Start owning up to what you're doing, and then try to fix the problem, like we keep telling you.
All right, some of the beeps you heard, she was saying his name, so not necessarily swearing at him in all those moments there. Here we go, folks. Big motions hearing coming up on December 6th, and she wants to be declared indigent at this point. So they went from $1 million house in Palm Beach County, Florida, in Jupiter. They're in a rough spot now, apparently claiming she has no money, but she's got a trial and there's a lot at stake. Let's bring back in our think tank, Al Wunsch, Darnell Cross, and Jennifer Brandt. Jennifer, her husband didn't testify. No explanation, firsthand explanation to this jury about why they did what they did. I mean, the facts were, there was no way around it. I mean, they had the box built, he was in there, he told the jury all about it, yet he didn't explain to this jury why he did it. Does she need to explain to the jury why she did it?
I think her explanation, Vinny, yes, I think she will testify, and I think her explanation will be that it was all her husband. It was, she was under his control. He was abusive. Who knows what she's going to come up with? But then when you hear a tape like this, I mean, the whole case is so upsetting just because these people clearly did not know how to parent this child, and what they did is just tragic, and it's terrible. And that they allowed this to go on. The child was certainly troubled. He had his issues, but to treat him like this and to put him in a box, and she sounds like she was part of it, recording these things and yelling at the child and going along sort of with what her husband was doing. So, and maybe it was her idea, who knows, but I'm sure in her, as a part of her defense, she's going to try to blame it on him and say that it was all him, and she just kind of had to go along with it. She didn't have a choice, and I think that's her only defense after hearing some of this.
Al, I didn't understand why he didn't testify. I think and I know everyone has the right to remain silent, right? Prosecution's got to prove it, but they're going to prove it. They got pictures of the box. They've got the son's going to testify and tell the jury everything. So that's a given. So throw that out the window. You need to explain it. Explain what you did before you built the box. Explain why you built the box. Explain what life was like. Explain your concerns. Show that you're a human being. None of that in the first trial, Al.
Which was a huge mistake. You have to take a situation where you're going to make the defendant a person who's put into a position with a child that he can't control and that he loves, and he's trying to control them. And that maybe he used the wrong, forms of punishment to do this, but that the motive was to make the kid good, to be able to make him a productive member of society.
Or to protect your other children. I think that was part of the motivation too. You got to tell the jury.
And also that. But listening to her ranting and raving on that poor kid, I mean, Jesus, I would probably rather live in the garage than live in the house with her. That's for darn sure. I mean, she's just horrendous. So if she doesn't get up there and talk about what she was trying to do, and this is hard love, and this is her trying to make him, a better person, they're going to be, I mean, I don't even think the jury's going to have to get out of the box to deliberate. They'll just go, yep, show of hands, guilty.
Darnell,
There's no excuse for any of it. I mean, it's
there's no excuse,
no
but there has to be a defense.
That's right.
And Darnell, the defense to me is get up on the stand and explain why. Take us into your situation. Like, what were you going through? Because otherwise the jury is going to see this guy doing this, going to hear them yelling at the kid. They're going to hear the kid screaming when he's locked inside. I mean, you only have like 20 seconds though. Sorry, Darnell.
All right, well, just real quick. So Charlamagne the God from the Breakfast Club says that the craziest people in the world come from the Bronx and all of Florida, and Florida is jumping. And I just want to say that there's a group called the Cordies, led by Michelle and Julian, that been begging for an autographed picture of Vinnie Politan, and they are amazing fans of yours in Pensacola, Florida. So that's what I have to say for this. And there's a real group called the Cordies. I never knew that. And attorney Michael Skyber has been texting me that you have to look into the Cordies. They want your picture, Vinny, so I need an autographed picture.
All right, I'll look.